कल्याणी निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. We are starting a new text, Dhyana Swaroopam, and this book is available for you to purchase. It's a very simple, small book. Costs you only $250. But then, the knowledge contained therein is very deep and intense. From the standpoint of science, there are only two things: the matter and energy. For science cannot accept life independent of matter, and therefore life infused in matter is recorded by them or indicated by them as energy. They are interchangeable. E is equal to mc square. So, energy, what we say, is matter infused with life. Without the life factor in the matter cannot be any energy. But the science always would like to know everything objectively. The standpoint of Vedanta is what you call as energy, which is found as part of the matter, is independent. It can remain independent. But the problem is it cannot be objectively known. And science would not accept that which is not objectively perceived, not experimentable, cannot be known through media as existing. So then science would not accept existence of life independent of matter. And Vedanta or the scientific science, spiritual science would say, this what you call it as life which is independent of matter according to us is known as consciousness. Now, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, people view world only as combination of kshetram and kshetrajna, matter and, according to you, spirit. Kshetra Kshetrajna Sanyoga Tadviddhi Paradarshana. Combination of matter and energy. But he says, towards the end of 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajnayoho evam antaram jnana chakshusha Buddha prakriti moksham sa te viduryanti te param. Ye viduryanti te param. Those who can clearly see the difference between kshetram matter and kshetrajna consciousness, clearly. Antaram difference. Jnana chakshusha viduhu, those who see clearly, they, such people, param Buddha prakriti moksham yanti. They become liberated. What do you mean by liberation? Liberation is to know I am independent of matter. Because with the matter, you can never be free. When the matter is there, you are bound by the matter. Some people say it doesn't matter. But liberation is not possible if there is matter. Now the question is, does the matter really exist? There are three possible standpoints. One is, matter is equally true like that of consciousness. And if it is true, what is origin? Vedanta scientifically will proceed on to ask the question, what is the origin of matter? Sankhyan philosophy, which is one of the well-known philosophy in Indian system, says that matter exists forever, always there, which science also believes. Matter is always there. Origin of matter is matter only. Cannot be anything else. Origin of matter is matter. So some form of the matter, some atom particles, some way or the other, the matter always exists. Cannot be destroyed at all, according to science. So in either perceivable form of matter or imperceptible form of matter, matter is. If matter is always there, there are two possible problems that will occur here. One, if matter is always there, liberation is never possible. It's only temporary. Moksha has no meaning. Liberation has, there's no possibility of liberation. Why? Because if the matter is always there, you are caught up by the matter always. Only thing is, you may forget for some time, like in sleep. Right? In sleep, I am not bothered about anything. Why? I forgot the matter. And nothing matters to me. All the problems are kept aside. Why? Because now I am temporarily released from matter. All of us experience it in a comfortable, warm Rameshwaram hall. In the corner, you sit down, close your eyes. Doesn't matter. Whatever Swamiji says, let him say. So, in the temporary condition of sleep, I am independent of matter, as though, but not always. When I wake up, I again back to the same condition. So, matter, if it is true, and if it is as eternal as consciousness is, then there cannot be any liberation possible. If that is the case, Shastram Vyartam Bhavati. Scriptures become useless. Why should we talk about this? This is not true. All this, sadhana, going to religion, going to temple, going to this, going to that, it's a waste of time. It's just trying to adjust some of our sins. Semitic religious concepts of liberation is nothing but going to heaven. With some other state of experience, some other higher state of experiences in the senses. I think more time of living, more extended period of living, more extended periods of joy. Krishna says, Gadaganam Kamalabante. This is nothing but going and coming back. It's not freedom. It's not liberation. So then, if matter is true as much as your consciousness is, then Matter can never be, you are never be free of matter. That means you are ever bound, always caught. What do you mean by caught? Because change in the matter will disturb you. Isn't it? In one condition to another condition, we are disturbed. It's so cold on you. Can you change it? You can put on the heater. So, changing matter will disturb. Changing condition of the body will disturb. Changing condition of the mind will disturb. Changing condition of the behavior of the other people will disturb. No independence. It cannot be independent at all. For anything you say independent, meaning it doesn't have any parameters of change. The parameters continuously change, because if I am dependent, obviously dependent upon some parameters which are governed by matter, and the matter changes. Therefore, I am not going to be happy. All right. Let us say matter doesn't exist at all. It's only a mere confusion here. Matter doesn't exist. This is the standpoint of Buddhism. Shunyam. Matter doesn't exist. If that is the case, then you are not having any experience at all. Who is talking here? And karma has no consequence. I can do anything because nothing is going to happen. If there is no matter at all, then there cannot be any experience. There is no experiencing individual here. There is no teacher here. There is no student here. There is nothing called liberation here. Liberation from what? But that is not our personal experience right now, where you and I exist, we interact. Just like in your dream, when you are dreaming, that dream is so true and your experiences are so true, so long as you are there. Similarly, we all have experiences and we regret certain things and we enjoy certain things, we try to relive certain experiences. When we seek things in this world, I cannot say it doesn't exist. And again, Shastra becomes waste. Why? If there is no world at all, there is no matter at all, from where is the personal liberation then? From what? Because all these people are wasting time and writing Shastras and teaching people. There is no waste. And there is nobody there to is the teacher, independent of that. So Vedanta says, neither the matter is true, nor it is not true. Neither it is not there, nor it is there. Then what is it? It appears to be there. In your self-forgetful nature, it is true. Just like in the state of dream where you have forgotten yourself to be an evolved, intelligent, educated individual, where you can make choices, where you can discriminate right from wrong, to do or not to do, to be this way or that way. Do you have such independence in the state of dream? Do you decide what has to happen there? Do you decide what is right and wrong there? Do you decide what to do or what not to do there? Do you decide to be or not to be? No. Whatever happens, you just go through. So also, in this state where you have forgotten yourself to be the independent, ever-existing, eternal consciousness alone, whatever appears in your life as experiences, you have to go through. That's why a beautiful statement I read yesterday. Knowledge makes you realize that ignorance is a choice. But presently in our forgetful nature, just like in dream, I have no independence of what to decide, what to create there. I just have to go through it. No choice. So also, in this world, when I have forgotten my independent nature of consciousness, having given reality to that world of my own, I am suffering that. Just like a person, where there is a rope just sitting there, instead of seeing the rope, because of the lack of knowledge, He sees so many things. He could see anything there. He sees a snake. He sees many other things which will make him afraid or make him get attracted to it. So Krishna says, therefore, Arjuna, in that self-forgetful nature of yours, the world appears to be true. It's temporarily true. But I can give you that knowledge by which you will come to realize you have a choice to get into the dream or not. Just like a person who is sleeping or dreaming and crying out, somebody in the dream, who is part of the dream apparently, comes and wakes you up, and you wake up to only realize that it's all dream. And when whatever experiences that you have had due to your karma and actions that you have done in this dream has relevance only there. When you wake up, you realize, my God, what a foolishness. And you are definitely grateful to the person who woke you up. Without whom I would not be awake. And after waking up, what is your responsibility? You have to go back to the dream of others and wake them up. Everybody is sleeping. You have to get into their dream, but not get caught into their dream. That is called realization, liberation. You are liberated, but you see others, even though they are not there, but they are apparently suffering, and you get into their dream. You wake them up. Hey, wake up. So, this discovery that I am still sleeping, it happens in meditation. Slowly, slowly I realize I am still sleeping. Sleeping means I am forgetting my nature. The teacher therefore gives an hypothesis that there is a state of waking in which all these what you are experiencing are seen to be temporary and mere appearances. Not that they are not there, then you will not be experiencing anything. They are there so long as you are forgetful about yourself. Just like in the dream is true so long as you don't know that you are awake. Similarly, and that this world of experiences, pain and pressure, joy and success and failure, all these things are true so long as I am not awakened to myself. So the teacher says here, the waking up from this state of dream takes place in meditation, provided you believe that you can wake up. You believe that you are still sleeping. You have forgotten. If you don't believe that hypothesis, the possibility of waking up, that is all mere humbug. Lotus eaters merely blabbering there. Every scientific discovery started with hypothesis only. How do you know there is a power? Now tell me, if the bulbs are not burning, do you know that there is a power? The power which is experienced by us in many, many forms are all depending upon the equipments, apparently. Without the equipments, can the power be known presently to us? You put your hand there, that is also an equipment through which it expresses. In the same way, consciousness presently experienced only as energy or life. Independent of this matter, if consciousness is experienced, that is called what is called as Paramartha Drishti or supreme realization. This process of knowing that consciousness independent of matter is called the meditation. It's not just a relaxation technique. It is not just to just be quiet for a while and so that I can do better in my work. These are all byproducts. And we are more attracted by the byproducts of this meditation than the real purpose. The purpose of meditation, therefore, is to know the independent nature of consciousness. And knowing which alone one can be liberated, awakened. And the hypothesis being we have forgotten our true nature, and due to which alone these experiences presently I am going through are true. And in the knowing of which that I am independent and my true nature is known, even as I experience this world, I don't take it too seriously. And not taking this too seriously does not mean being indifferent or anything, but does not make, I do not allow the world to destroy my peace. I do not allow the world to make me a slave, become bound. I do not allow the world thereafter to dictate terms to me. Well, I am very much part and parcel of this world and whatever happens there. Knowing well that I am free. So it's like a dreamer waking up, knowing that he has only dreamt all the while, decides to get back to the dream, to wake up others, while he is not caught up in the waking world, in the dream world. Now, therefore, the first verse in this book, chapter 1, verse number 1, page number 1. What is meditation? Now we read. I hope all of you have the books. Better buy before you go home today. Repeat after me. Dhyanam nama Swaroopasya Sahajam Banamuchyate Naitat Karma Vishesham Va Saguno Pasanam Vai Saguno Pasanam Japaha Dhyanam Nama Swaroopasya Sahajam Banamuchyate Naidat Karma Vishesham Va Saguno Pasanam Japaha. Meditation is Dhyanam Nama Swaroopasya, your own nature, Sahajam Banam, effortless expression. Meditation is an effortless expression of your own true nature. Effortless awareness of one's own true nature is meditation. It is not any action. Na etat karma vishesham. It is not any particular activity. Not upasana or worship. Na saguna upasanam. Not even japa, repetition of any particular name. So, first and foremost, the definition of meditation is a natural state of your own being. Now, to be natural, we have put a lot of effort. Because we are caught up in our artificiality so much, complexity so much. Everywhere you see only complex there. Multiplex. Complex. So we are become such a complex individual, I am telling you. We cannot be just natural. That's like a child is, very spontaneously, effortlessly, without any inhibition or without any prejudice, just smiles at you. You smile at it, right? Because you do not expect the child to be artificial. But when the same way another person smiles, something in his mind. We have become so complex. So, being simple becomes such an effort. Being natural and spontaneous, effortless is full of effort. Meditation turns the clock. Meditation unwinds you. A man of meditation cannot be artificial at all. He cannot be superficial. For he knows he is staying away from himself or herself by being so. And a person of meditation is one who doesn't want to live anymore a dichotomized life. A life for the world on one hand and life for himself in another. That Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, appearing oneself as different from what one is. For in that distinction or dichotomy, one finds a lot of tension. Hey, when you are with yourself, you are so at ease. But when you have to pretend yourself to be somebody else, to some situation, there is always a certain amount of tension is involved there. That's why when you are angry, you are not at ease with yourself. Why? Because you are not with yourself. You just want to get out of that. So any artificiality, any superficiality, any kind of pretentiousness is full of tension. Pretension is tension. Pretension. So in meditation, you start going to your own home. Gurudev said, go home, hurry home. Going back to your source. Not anymore live in superficiality, no more pretentiousness, no more artificiality. But because we have moved away ourselves from ourselves far off, it's a question of unwinding. Sahajam Bhanam, effortless awareness. Now this is one simple meaning of that. We look at deeply another aspect of it. When we see anything, our memories rush into that. Most of them will be based upon our past experiences. When I see a flower, obviously the flower by itself is nothing but just a simple flower. But then when I start looking at it, I bring in so many memories associated with that thing. So I just do not see the flower. I see all my memories only. This flower reminds me of that flower which was given to me by somebody else, and that fellow I don't like, and I follow next time when I see him and destroy him, and that fellow is in the face, I don't want to look at it. And you're looking at the flower and you're getting so much of tension in your head. Why? All the past experiences that are connected to a simple little looking flower is come to your head. And not only that, let the memory be there. Why are you giving reality at this moment? Why don't you just look at the flower? We just do not live in the present moment of just looking at the flower. We live in our own regrets of the past. Or all the memories associated with that thing. And that's why you see people when they are walking like a zombie. They don't even look at each other and smiling. Why? They're gone. Their mind is not here. Only body is moving around. I don't want to talk about this, but I happen to refer this today. Last week or few weeks back, I saw one family coming, and there was some program going on. The children were doing some practice or some music practice. Husband and wife. They walk. They're not talking to each other. I say, Hari Om. They sat there next to half an hour in one place, not talking to each other at all. Sitting together. There used to be one advertisement in India. Will's flake, made for each other. Now, that is before marriage. Now it's not made for each other, mad at each other. You are sitting next to the person, not that it's a stranger, I can understand it's a stranger. But just don't you talk. No. So we live our own self-created world of our own. I can understand if they are reading something or looking at it. No, they're just sitting. Why? Because we are not here. Caught up in our own world. And my world, whatever I have, my opinions and your opinion do not match with this. I am mad at you. Somebody asked this question. How do we know who is the parent of a child? Very, very simple. Both the two people shouting at the same microphones, they are the parents. So then you think that child which is grown up in such condition will have any different experience? It will do the same thing. So then we have our own world of prejudices, our own preconceived notions, our own memories. So as we hold on to those things, we are just staying away from our own nature condition. Our effortless awareness is gone. So here the teacher says, meditation is a effortless awareness of one's own being. It is not any particular action. It is not any puja or upasana. It is not chanting any name of God. Swami, wow, it is so easy to do. Try. And you will see how difficult it is. Because we are so prone to doing action all the time. If somebody says, let us meditate, what should I do? Don't do anything. That's not possible. Or it should be some name chanting and something uttering in the mind and muttering in the mind. Or it is doing some kind of ritual. No doubt all these things can help you to gain an effortless state of oneness with oneself, but don't get stuck within your own. You should move on. So, in the next few verses, why it is not an action, why it is not any puja, or why it is not chanting the name of the Lord. Let's see that later. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhamat bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Please buy this book. You must have it in your hand. It's very simple. And then bring it, and then keep it at home. Don't keep it at home. It's available in our bookstore. And next week we should